This movie is based on a real-life story. At the start, we are taken back to the year 1988. A prison named Santiago in Chile is shown. There are around 120 inmates inside it. None of them were actual criminals. In reality, they were all protesters. However, inside this prison, they were treated no less than terrorists. The general in charge was extremely ruthless. His name was Andrade. He wanted to make an example out of everyone present there. That's why he showed no mercy to anyone. Then the inspector announces to all the prisoners that if anyone even attempts to escape, they will be shot dead. They are told that they will be monitored 24 hours a day, all week long. Among those 120 prisoners, 5 belonged to the same group. Their leader was a man named Leon. In truth, all of them were planning to escape from there. Soon after, they are transferred to another prison, where each of them had to choose their own cells. Leon quickly rushes towards cell number 50, because there was a hidden route beneath it that could help them escape. But when he reaches there, he notices that someone has already taken that cell. Because of this, he is forced to take cell number 51. Meanwhile, his companions manage to take the cell they had originally planned for. Later, 2 of them come to Leon. They remind him that he was supposed to take cell number 50. Leon explains that his cell was on the first floor, which is why he got delayed, while their cells were on the ground floor, allowing them to get there faster. Now, all of them had to somehow find a way to escape from this prison, which was clearly not going to be easy. All the prisoners here were forced to do tasks that were completely new to them. Leon tells his 2 friends that they must dig a tunnel to get out of there. In fact, Leon was an architect. Using his steps, he had calculated that the tunnel needed to be around 210 feet long. It would eventually open near a river close by. That river was fully surrounded by palm trees, meaning if they somehow reached there, escaping would become much easier. But the biggest challenge was where to hide all the soil from digging such a long tunnel, because the prison was under strict 24-hour surveillance. While they were discussing this plan, another prisoner named Paulo notices them. He realizes that they are up to something, so he approaches them and says that whatever they are planning, he wants to join them. All 3 of them decide to trust Paulo, and they include him in their plan as well. They tell him that if he has any useful idea to escape, he should share it with them. After that, Leon goes to a cell along with his friends Rafael and Patricio, where they begin planning the tunnel. Leon explains that breaking the wall will take too much time, so instead, they should create a block that looks exactly like the wall. This way, they can use it to cover the tunnel entrance without raising suspicion, and the security guards won't find out about their plan. Just then, another friend of theirs, who always played the guitar, enters the cell. He had hidden a large screwdriver inside his guitar. He hands it over to Leon. Leon then starts making a hole in the ceiling using it. Suddenly, a large opening appears. Seeing this, Rafael becomes very nervous. He says they need to cover it quickly, otherwise the guards will find out and kill them. Leon then says they will need a lot of eggs for this. They will crush the broken pieces into powder, mix them with eggs, and turn it into a plaster. Using that, they can seal the hole properly. After that, all of them begin working on it. Meanwhile, their friend stays outside playing the guitar to distract everyone's attention. He starts producing a specific sound through the guitar, which signals danger, meaning the guards are about to arrive. Hearing this, they quickly start removing the damaged plaster from above. After that, they mix eggs into it and turn it into a solid plaster. Then they place a poster over the spot where the upper portion had broken. Right after that, the security also arrives there. One of the guards was about to remove the poster, but just then his officer calls him from outside. In this way, all of them manage to stay safe. Still, building such a long tunnel is not an easy task for them. They also need to prepare a block for the wall, so that after working on the tunnel each day, whenever an officer shows up, they can cover the wall using that block. They then create a wooden block and begin digging at that spot. Suddenly, they realize that a security officer is heading towards them, so they quickly hide the broken part of the wall with materials, and they go back to doing their usual work. The officer doesn't suspect anything and walks away. After that, they turn the radio volume up again, and once more, they start breaking the wall. First, they shape the wall according to the block. Then they carefully fit the block into that space, but they have to stay extremely cautious. After digging the tunnel, they carry the soil to the cell above. The ceiling they had broken earlier, where they used eggs and plaster to fix it, has a large empty space above it. They carefully store the soil there. This whole digging process takes a lot of time, and they continue doing it every single day. Whenever they dig, their friend who plays the guitar stays outside playing music, so that if any guard comes near their cell, he can play a warning tune to alert them. After digging, they fill bags with soil every day and hide them in an empty spot. There is also a prisoner named Oscar. When he notices these 5 repeating the same routine daily, he becomes suspicious. The next day, when Leon measures the tunnel's depth, he is shocked, because even after after so many days of effort, the tunnel is still not very deep. Leon then says that they will need more people, otherwise it will take years to complete this tunnel. At one point, when one of his friends is carrying a bag filled with soil upstairs, a guard stops him. He asks what is inside the bag and tells him to show it. When the bag is opened, it appears to be filled with normal items. In reality, the soil is hidden underneath those items, so the guard does not doubt him. After that, Leon shows the tunnel to other prisoners and tells them that they must help in this plan. Only then will they be able to escape quickly. The other prisoners agree to support him because many of them are facing execution. At the same time, they hear on the radio that people in Chile have started a rebellion. They are demanding democracy instead of a corrupt system. But the prisoners trying to escape do not believe in democracy. Their leader is ruling Chile and they fully support him. They want to get out soon and stand by their leader so that he does not lose power. After this, they divide everyone into shifts of 2 hours and they continue digging the tunnel day and night. Anyone who comes out of the tunnel washes their hands and clothes properly so that no guard can notice dirt on them. Along with this, they also make a hole in the roof above the digging spot. This allows them to send the soil directly upwards instead of carrying it through the stairs. In this way, the risk of getting caught is reduced and their work speed increases significantly. Whenever one prisoner digs the tunnel, the rest of them act normally outside so that no one gets suspicious. At the same time, a few prisoners keep watch. They keep an eye on any danger and immediately warn others when guards are approaching. Now their work starts progressing much faster, and the tunnel also becomes quite long. Then one day, Oscar, who already suspected them, confronts them and says that he knows they are digging a tunnel. He adds that he also wants to help and be part of this mission. After that, they decide to include Oscar in their plan. Then Leon explains that to escape from here, they will definitely need help from outside. Without support from someone on the outside, getting out will be impossible. He tells Rafael that they can trust his wife and that he should ask her for help. Rafael agrees to this plan. By now, it had been 182 days since they were in prison. After that, the prisoners' families come to meet them. Rafael's wife also visits him. Rafael shares the entire plan with her and tells her to go to their group and ask for help. He says they really need their support. His wife leaves from there, thinking about everything. A few more days pass. Now it has been over 200 days. One day, when their friend who usually played the guitar was digging the tunnel, the security team suddenly arrives. They had come to inspect all the cells. Leon quickly rushes to the cell where the tunnel work is happening and warns everyone. But this time, it is not possible to hide everything like before. So Rafael steps forward and attacks a guard. After that, the other prisoners also join in and attack the security. The guards brutally beat all the prisoners. But during this chaos, Leon and his friends get enough time to fix everything back to normal. They manage to cover up all the signs of their work. Later, when everything settles, those prisoners who attack the guards are seen standing naked under the sun as punishment. Andrade, the general, had always suspected that these prisoners would try something. But this time, Rafael's bravery and smart thinking saved everyone. On the other side, Rafael's wife is shown going to the group Rafael worked with. She explains his plan and asks for their help, but they refuse, saying that no one can help right now. After that, she goes to Rafael's father, who is a priest. She tells him about the tunnel plan and that they urgently need support. Later, they meet a man who had worked with Rafael in a previous operation. He says that he knows some people who can help. After that, all of them agree to assist in the plan. Meanwhile, back in the prison, the prisoners have been digging the tunnel in 2-hour shifts for 392 days. And by now, the tunnel has become extremely long. One day, a prisoner digging inside faints due to lack of oxygen at such depth. Rafael, who is behind him, quickly pulls him out. After this incident, they realize they must find a solution for the oxygen problem. There is a man in the prison who works there and has access to a machine. They think they can attach a fan to it and supply air into the tunnel. Rafael asks him to join their plan. He agrees and becomes part of the group. After that, they fix a fan to the machine and start sending oxygen into the tunnel. Even then, their destination is still far away, and now they have been digging the tunnel for 413 days. Finally, one day, Leon calls a prisoner named General Bigot to him. He says that he feels something suspicious is going on inside the jail, and that Bigot must inform him about what the prisoners are planning. Bigot replies that he will surely help him. Then General Bigot hands him a box of cigarettes. In reality, Bigot had no idea that a tunnel was being dug inside the prison. While working on the tunnel, the prisoners finally reach outside the jail. Through a pipe, they release a pink liquid there, so that Rafael's wife and his companions can understand that the tunnel has reached that point. The next day, Leon's father comes to meet him. He tells Leon that even after digging this far, the destination is still not close. They still need to dig another 42 feet. After saying this, his father leaves, and once again, they all resume digging the tunnel. Then, after working on the tunnel for 569 days, an earthquake suddenly hits. Because of it, every wall of the prison starts shaking. Leon gets terrified and immediately runs towards the tunnel, because at that moment, one prisoner is still inside digging. But somehow, that prisoner is pulled out safely. Along with that, the tunnel they built remains completely secure. The earthquake does not block it. Seeing this, everyone feels relieved. As their tunnel work is about to finish, Leon approaches another prisoner. He tells him that he can also escape with them, but that prisoner already believes that he has lost everything in life. He knows that even if he tries, he won't be able to cross such a long tunnel. So he tells them to leave as soon as possible, and refuses to go with them. At the same time, their tunnel is finally completed. It took them 567 days to finish it. Later, when all the prisoners are watching TV, those involved in digging the tunnel start leaving one by one. No one suspects anything, because the show they are watching is quite boring. Inside the tunnel, the prisoners are lying in a line, one behind another. At the front is Raphael, waiting for everyone to come through. Meanwhile, Bigot is also watching TV with the other prisoners. He works under the general. He notices that many prisoners are missing, especially those connected with Raphael. This makes him suspicious, so he heads towards Raphael's cell. But on the way, the prisoner in the wheelchair tries to stop him. Still, Bigot manages to reach the cell where the tunnel was made. At that moment, only Oscar is left there. As soon as Bigot sees him, he realizes the truth and tries to inform the authorities about the tunnel. But Oscar grabs him. A fight breaks out between them. Bigot seriously injures Oscar. Yet, Oscar manages to strike back and knocks him unconscious. However, Oscar's hand gets badly injured in the process. Because of this, he is unable to enter the tunnel. Then we see the other prisoners inside the tunnel, waiting for their companions. Soon, Raphael's wife arrives outside with others. One by one, the prisoners are pulled out. Those waiting outside have also brought clothes for them. There is a bus standing on the bridge nearby. Everyone gets into the bus, but Oscar is still missing, so they wait for him. Meanwhile, back in the prison, the man in the wheelchair tells others that there is a tunnel in Raphael's cell. He urges everyone to escape through it. Hearing this, many prisoners rush towards that cell. This creates suspicion among the guards. Several prisoners manage to enter the tunnel, but the security forces catch many of them and pull them back. Soon, the alarm siren starts ringing everywhere. When the prisoners sitting in the bus hear it, they realize they must leave immediately. Even then, Leon and Raphael's companions go back towards the tunnel to bring Oscar, but the others understand that staying longer is dangerous. The siren is already on, and guards could reach any moment, so they start the bus and leave from there. Just then, a man runs from behind and manages to get on the bus. He informs them that Oscar could not make it out. We are then shown Oscar still inside the prison. His hand is injured, and because of that, he couldn't enter the tunnel. It seems fate was not on his side. However, many other prisoners successfully escape through the tunnel. On the other side, the escaped prisoners are shown inside the bus. They are given fake identities and some money. After that, they are dropped off in groups of 3 at different locations. And in this way, all the prisoners who worked for months digging that tunnel finally escaped from prison. This was a real-life incident where 49 prisoners managed to escape together. The 50th was Oscar, who never made it out. And with this, the story comes to an end. So friends, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, share, and don't forget to subscribe.